This is episode 7 of the High Def Perspective Mercury Retrograde Week 3 recap. Before we go into this episode, I just want to ask you, how are you? This has been such a transformative period for myself, yourself, and the collective. A lot of letting go, a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of reflections, but the overall theme tends to be integration. And that's definitely something that I'm experiencing during this time. I remember what I said in the beginning during week 1 that I was just going to sit and I was going to allow whatever needs to happen to happen. And I did that. I definitely did that. I feel again, I feel reborn once again. And when it comes to this journey as a healing journey, it's an ongoing journey, and there's lots of growth and lots of evolution and elevation in this journey. So, yes, new reality, new timeline, new sense of confidence. Uh, but like it wasn't easy getting to this point, because there was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I cried so many nights, and in this very moment, I'm sitting here and I'm reflecting on so many things that I had to let go that I genuinely thought that I wasn't going to let go. But I'm realizing that these things that I've let go are not allowed to come with me on this next part of my journey. There's certain things that I'm okay with letting go, but like when it comes to like people and honestly just people, like there's I pick and choose who I want in my life. However, if it's not reciprocal as far as the journey and the healing, it makes sense why they have to be removed. I'm still in a space where like I'm trying to make peace with that because like I said, I genuinely just my interactions in my reality, I cherish. I love the people that I hang around. I love the conversations that I have, and I get really sad if I no longer am able to have them anymore. But then I also have to think, okay, well, you're also being prepared for even greater conversations. Like I get that part, but to be on a human level right now, that shit really just doesn't sit well with me. It never has. Um, but I do make peace with it. This retrograde has been a lot about reflection. Like I said, there's a lot of pouring into ourselves. I genuinely pray, pray that you took this time and utilized it exactly how it was supposed to be utilized because the end result is for you to come out a brand new bitch, respectfully. And I genuinely, I feel very brand new. I feel confident than I have ever been. I am in a space where my affirmations have changed. I mean, these affirmations are strong. When I say them, I feel them, I live them. And this is part of the integration that I'm now experiencing because, you know, the previous timelines, the previous realities and timelines are the same thing, in my opinion. But when you're in these previous timelines, they feel and hit differently, right? All right. Well, if you're supposed to grow and evolve into the version of who you're supposed to be, the ultimate version of who you're supposed to be, I'm on that path. And what I can say and what I can share with you now is the my affirmations are becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. The bar is being set higher and higher and higher. That part I love. I love that because I do realize that my energy is very expensive and I just can't be exchanging my energy with just any and everybody. I've already said that in the beginning, but I truly stand by what I said, especially in this moment, because the armor that I now have, the armor that I am now carrying, I thank this journey for building me up into the boss that I feel in this very moment. This is confidence that I'm speaking from, and for me to even deliver a word like now with this level of confidence is I'm hearing myself as I'm saying it, and I'm being taken back. Like, wow, you, I have come a long way. I have come a long way. And I'm now realizing that I'm just going to get stronger and stronger. I'm going to call this segment the self care practice. This time was supposed to be spent in some sort of isolation to allow yourself again to integrate, but not only integrate alone to get familiar with this new version of you. And I did exactly that. I have not hung out. Is it hung out or hang out? I haven't interacted with anyone during this time. Like when I challenge myself, it's not even a challenge. When I go through these periods, I'm all in. I'm sacrificing a lot. I'm sacrificing communication with others. I'm sacrificing just everything to really be in this moment and to really experience what needs to be experienced. The outcome from this retrograde, there was so much information, so much that you can gain from it, right? So I'm the type of person where I'm like all hands on deck. I'm like, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I actually communicated, quite to a lot of people in the beginning, like, hey, just so you know, I'm about to set a boundary. I'm about to enter this Mercury retrograde, and there won't be any contact from me. Understand that I am okay, and that I am processing and really digging deep to come out bigger, stronger, better than ever. I know my grandma wasn't okay with that because she reached out to a couple people, and I got text messages from them saying, hey, call grandma back. It's not, I talked to her, but it was just a boundary thing. We're still working on that. But aside from her, everyone was pretty much respectful of it. My friends, half of my friends were actually doing the same thing. And that's what made me happy because I'm like, all right, bet. They're really holding themselves accountable as much as I'm holding myself accountable. Therefore, I look forward to what our relationship is going to look like now after this. Because if I'm growing and building, or is it building and growing? Same thing. if I'm growing and building, they have to be growing and building, because they sacrifice themselves during this time to really do the work, just like I was. So I was really happy with that. But a lot of this time was spent doing a lot of self care. And it felt good. It felt so good. I felt like I really was just dating. I date me, but like I was dating me again. I'm like relearning myself again. Like I said, when you enter a new reality, you're entering a new timeline. There is a new integration of self. So I'm learning this new version of me during this time. And I can get it. Like, I genuinely can get it. I took myself on a couple of dates, actually. Damn, what did I do? I did a lot. I went shopping. I bought brand new clothes. So I took myself on a little like mini shopping spree. I did purchase new crystals. One thing that I've noticed and learned throughout, this isolation and this period of just keeping to myself is my heart. I do a lot with my heart chakra. And I don't think it has anything to do with my zodiac, me being a Cancer. But I definitely genuinely feel, though, is because I feel heavily and I am an empath. And so I was just called to really work on my heart, like my heart chakra. Like I was called to ground quite a bit in that I did. But I was also called to really work and heal my solar plexus as well as my heart chakra. So I ended up buying some heavy duty rose quartz crystals that I'm obsessed with. And I've been playing with them all day, every day. I've been adding them to my meditation. I take them with me in my pocket. I've just been tapping into my likes and my needs as they are now changing. So, what else did I do? I went on a few activities. I went to the Calabasas quite a few times. I did a hike. I'm obsessed with hiking. So I did a hike, connected with myself. I have been journaling quite a bit. Like I said, I've been documenting a lot of what I've been experiencing throughout the day just to kind of keep track, the highs and the lows as far as what I've been experiencing and what I've learned, while I've been with myself during this time. Damn. I've been really busy. And okay, there it is. I've been really, really busy. And this is also something new for me. I've been standing on business, which is important, but I've also created this level of balance of work and play. And I felt like I've done a lot of work and I wasn't doing enough play. And I've been in this space where I have ventured out quite a bit. Like I said, I've been doing new activities, hiking, trying different restaurants, traveling to different cities, these things. But one thing that I can say that I've learned from this experience for myself is the more I work, the more energy that I put into my work, I should balance that out with a level of play. And that's the dopamine that I need to keep myself going. I felt as though I've been doing a lot of work and I never really rewarded myself on it. Whereas now I've genuinely just had conversations with myself and said, you know what? You need to get out the house. You got to get out the house. It's time. You got to get out the house. What's something that you want to do? What's something that you really want to try that you haven't tried before? What is something that you ultimately want to see? So I wrote a list of things down and literally fulfilled majority of all of them. And it's nice because like I said, I am very much a homebody, but during this time I've been pretty busy. I've been pretty busy with myself essentially. I feel as though I've taken my self-care to again another level within my reality. When the night was over from these activities, I just really sat with myself and was just like, I thanked myself. I was like, I'm really enjoying this time with myself and really owning and honing in on who I'm becoming. And I'm really proud of myself. You know, I say a lot. One of my affirmations is I love myself, I trust myself, I honor myself, and I value myself. I can truly say, they hit differently. Everything hits differently. All the affirmations, again, they all hit differently, especially now because I'm in this new reality. So there's just this sense of comfort because in the beginning I was very uncomfortable. I went from being comfortable with myself to entering this Mercury retrograde and becoming unfamiliar and uncomfortable with myself. Genuinely, like full transparency. I didn't want to be alone. And that was something that I noticed right off the bat because I've been alone my entire journey. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always just been me. So for me to just be in a space and sitting with myself, I've already done that. I'm used to that. But it's the shedding of that comfortability with myself now. And so when I integrated, I didn't even know that I was integrating when the integration even started. And I think step one was boom, we're going to remove everything and we're going to make you completely uncomfortable with yourself. And that's exactly what I felt, especially in week one, because I was like, why do I not want to be alone? Like, why do I want to like have conversation? Why do I want to be on the phone? Why do I want to occupy my time, chatting with somebody? Like, this is not me. This was never me. I genuinely love my alone time, and I'm now realizing now, week 3, that there's this new layer of alone time and what this new layer and level of self and being alone, what this looks like now. And now I get it, you know? And do I feel like that in week 1? No, I don't. Thank God. Thank God, because that was very uncomfortable. That was extremely uncomfortable. But now I am back in that space of just like genuinely loving my alone time. Today I went to the gym and I told myself, you did a really good workout. Go get a shirt. Go buy a shirt. I was like, okay. So I went and bought a shirt. Not only did I buy a shirt, I bought 2. And and got in the car and was just like, yo, you are really doing the damn thing, Dev. You are really doing the damn thing. I talk to myself out loud because I genuinely want to hear myself because, this is a partnership between myself and my higher self that's going on right now, and I encourage you to do the same as far as, having these conversations out loud, but allowing your integration between yourself and your higher self, all of yourselves. There's so many different versions of you. There's so many different versions of you. And I've been integrating a lot of my versions and just really getting to know each and every one of them now. And like, one's super funny, one's a dick, one is super empathetic, one cries a lot, one just wants to party and bullshit. This other one literally is just hood. Like, I love each and every one. There's so many. I have so many versions of me. And I think what I was experiencing, it's not think, it's what I know. What I know is that I was presented the opportunity to kick it with each and every version of me, you know? So, yes, isolation was very necessary during this time because, like, I'm cool with everybody now. You know, I'm cool with all versions of me. I merged with my divine union with self last year. And you know, it's like a marriage. And I've never been married, but if marriage is like this is what I would think marriage would be. Marriage is this union not only with yourself but with a partner. And you integrate together but also integrate and evolve separately. And because I am not in a union with a partner in this present moment, I am in union with myself. And what I'm experiencing is that this is the ongoing evolution of what's to come with that. And, you know, being on the twin flame journey and, you know, being a divine feminine, I'm hoping and praying that my divine counterpart is doing the same as far as really putting in the work. But because I am the divine feminine, I already know he ain't got no other choice but to put in the work. He ain't got no other choice but to put in the work because I'm his other half. And if I'm doing the work, obviously you're doing the work. So I smile while I say that because I don't really think too much about that part of this journey because that was, like I said, I love love so much. Like, I genuinely love love. And I look forward to being in a union with my divine counterpart. But because that was a spiral itself for me, I have cut the cord on that a long time ago and just really embedded and truly focused on me. And that's what I think is ultimately the goal of this union, to stay in a full relationship with yourself and be in a relationship with a partner. So, um, yeah, I'm really, oh, man, Debonair, I just gotta tell you in this moment, I love you. I really do. I love you, and I'm very, very proud of you. My heart's so open again, and at one point it was closed off, but this practice, this period of isolation has brought a lot of this to the forefront and given me a lot of clarity as to what I need to be focusing on and what I should not be focusing on. And the most important thing that I need to focus on every day is myself. Prioritizing self care is a huge component in my reality. I found incredible help through my Aura Health app. It's been an incredible app and tool along my healing journey and literally has everything that I can use and ask for in literally in one app, from the mind, the body, the soul, even to the spirit. Hell, there is even therapy sessions that are on the app. And I just watched one earlier today regarding people pleasing. And literally, it was everything that I had learned through my actual therapist. This app does incredible things. There is ASMR sounds, music, breath work, even meditation. I'm honored to team up with Aura Health, and I'm really excited and would love to share this experience with you. Full transparency, I promise I would not steer you to going anywhere that does not benefit your healing journey. Aura allows you to try the app completely free for 7 days, and if you do not like it, you are more than welcome to cancel. But if you do decide to stay with the app, you do get a 25% off subscription purchase if you go ahead and use my code. I'll go ahead and put the link down below, and I'll put the link in my description as well. And for my listeners, if you go to www.aurahealth.io /Debonair that is DEVINAIRMATHIS, you'll be able to redeem your 25% off subscription code. I strongly encourage you to at least give the 7-day free trial a shot. I was pretty much addicted to the app literally after day 2. I have not experienced an app that literally has everything that I can ask for curated into one specific application. It's literally a one-stop shop for mindfulness. I would say a huge highlight along this 3-week retrograde would have to be the level of discernment that I have with myself now, and really trusting myself when it comes to taking action or decision making. There's just this extra level of discernment that I now have that really just allows me to trust myself and trust my actions and trust my decisions on my own. And that's something that I genuinely am grateful to incorporate and integrate along my healing journey, and especially within this timeline. I was apprehensive in the beginning because it was just like, damn, well, if I can't really share my information with people, what can I share on the podcast? You know, I mean, a lot of my well-being and is sharing a lot of myself, but I do now see the balance and what I was supposed to be integrating when it comes to this level of discernment. And I really like it because, again, like I said, I truly trust myself and I truly trust my actions and decisions. It's built this level of trust for myself. Again, I love myself, I trust myself, I honor myself, and I value myself. These 4 affirmations that I say on a regular have greater depth to them now, especially now having this level of discernment. And I think it was very important for me to have this level of discernment because the higher you climb along this journey, you have to have that level of discernment as far as what information that you can be sharing with everyone. So I get that now, and I fully understand that part of this journey, and I'm just thankful for this level again of discernment that I have, because I've always been a private person, but now I know how to balance my work and my personal life and my social media presence versus my actual personal life. Again, it's just like all of these things that I give external, but now having this strong level of internal privacy, discernment, whatever you want to call it. That's been a huge breakthrough along these 3 weeks. Not only is it this new level of discernment, but it's this ability to call your power back. So now I have, again, this level of discernment, this extra heightened sense of awareness when it comes to just communication moving forward. What I can share with you is once this period comes to an end, we still got the full moon in a few days. And then after the full moon, Mercury retrograde comes to an end. I have been called to, like I said, I am somebody who is always, I'm a homebody, but where I'm at mentally, spiritually, I'm in a space where I want to venture out more. So what am I saying? I'm going to be outside. I'm going outside. I'm going to be outside. I'm going to show up and show out. So I'm excited because, I have this strong sense of self. I'm excited to meet new people. And honestly, I felt like a lot of this healing journey has been a huge part of an isolation period. I feel as though I may have graduated from that. And if I feel the need to go back into isolation, I will do so. But right now, I'm ready to go outside. So, like I said, I've been shopping. There's this new version of me that wants to be out and really experience all that I have to give now and who I am. I'm not the same person that I was yesterday, you know? And so now I'm eager to just go and experience new things. Like I love dancing. I don't know if I've shared this with you, but I'm obsessed with dancing. And I haven't gone to a club in about a year. Dead ass. I have not gone to a club in about a year. So I'm going to dress it up and make it real special. And I'm gonna show up and show out. I don't drink. I don't necessarily need an alcoholic beverage. I just need my energy drink, and we could keep it a buck and a bin. But no. Aside from that, I really am excited to just be out. I can't say the field. I heard that was not a derogatory. That's a racist word. So you can't say I'm gonna be out in the field. But what I am going to say is I'm going to be outside and, museums. And there's so many different things that I want to experience. And I've been called to just do not extracurricular activities, but fuck it. More field trips, I guess. I don't know. Again, like I said, a lot of my time, I've graduated. I feel as though I've definitely graduated. And for my commencement, it's time for me to go and do things, be out, be seen, so that's just what it's going to be. So listen, I hate to put you on the spot, but I really genuinely want to hear from you. How has this Mercury retrograde literally impacted your life? Have you embraced on any self-care practices or embarked on any breakthroughs regarding this journey? Reach out to me. Any experiences, reflections, breakthroughs, or self-care rituals. I'm open to anything. Feel free to shoot me a comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram at The High Dev Perspective. Let's continue this conversation and support one another on this path of growth and self-discovery. That's going to wrap up today's episode 7, Mercury Retrograde Week 3 recap. This is it. We're done. So I heard that we don't have another retrograde for quite some time, and that is okay. However, I genuinely hope that you did take this time to really pour into yourselves. And at the end of the day, it's all about growing and evolving. So we don't want to stay stagnant. I don't want you to stay stagnant, as I'm not staying stagnant. And let's just show up for ourselves. If you enjoy what you heard, please consider subscribing or following me on your favorite podcast platform. And if you really enjoyed it, leave me a review. It helps me reach more listeners. Reach out to me on social media at The High Dev Perspective, and that's on Instagram. And let me know your thoughts on today's episode. Lastly, if you have a topic that you want me to cover or you have a question that you want me to answer, shoot me an email at thehighDevPerspective@gmail.com, and I might feature your question in an upcoming episode. Don't be shy, you guys. I don't bite. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and happy healing. I'll see you next time. Bye.